Lobo Uganda tini okuyanian pachadenre umelobo man yupo pongia bila rio man pakatolika kidonga pa Anglican wengiti na mogonge Kampala wabekele jema Paul moti mekuni kaberu mokene mati lobo Uganda yup melo kange mo chwenye ento kongwanen moti piri wiye madiru ne Wan Luo TV.
At least the one thing for now we can all agree on is the soap to use. He likes that it's big and lasts long.
Anti-economy.
I like that it keeps my skin smooth. Ate alina echovu. And the children like that. It smells amazing. Everyone is happy. Movit soap comes in 4 fantastic flavors. Movit family soap is truly soap for the whole family.
Movit. All day confidence.
Lobo Uganda tini ngokuyarnian pachadenre umelobo man yupo pongwiye wo President Yoweri Museveni obelo wela wora ibolo onyo abila pa Anglican.
We also believe in separating denominational issues from government issues.
Logo coach mai West Nile gitike biak ni mono choyo dano mote kateme donyo idula dwi ADF kidong dula dwi mokene makiti DR Congo kachel kilovo South Sudan.
When they approach them on an individual basis, some of them accommodate them.
Amore mateka gero ni kuye tino bero mabe kabero weng mainuti yeni ajuli kaneno yub melo kange mo chuin ki Wan Luo television ania Sunday Akumu tini obero chiario neldwe adek medjima bichel imwaga alibario pero abit ni pachadeno melo Uganda yupo bero tima polo bichaka meni kune kam President Yoweri Museveni obero yektini ya bila pa Anglican logo jima pol ikiena weni mon gamento miondo chake to kwe market mano bekiket biaklime obetie biaklim palo Uganda oluwe kwe market man wot mabe iya bila diuju matipa Anglican kidong ben pa Katolika kabene palo Islam gichak yup market man omiero betie ngen mao kelo melko manara yene mon joma ke biang obelo timara ni gutie ke gen make biang no bero bom I munyonyo shrine man matibene Kampala dano ario to yekono ento matoto wanen ket makwe wor kwere kia bila matina mugongo report matika bino ene. President Yoweri Museveni mawar kachel kimin ode man mekujenet kataha Museveni ayo beru wela wara ya bila matina mugongo man abila pa Anglican. Iloke enwani mono yup makin man miyoran kiro kong ochilinge obetie biaklim palobo Uganda wekemi igin manopore. Enwani mono kuero niyono man omiyor peke beka wekane kumrailing bekanento ben gamente omiyoro ketielim. Mano weo gamente omiyo bot Anglican kidong Katolika chiling billion ario kabolo yemedin Islam kemiyo chiling million mia ario ikwema meki mauti mekiteni.
We also believe in separating denominational issues from government issues, which are for all the citizens and even non-citizens that find themselves in Uganda. That is historical mission number 1. Prosperity through wealth creation by producing goods and services. History and common sense show us that tribal and sectarian markets are not big enough to guarantee our prosperity. Abantu abo aba East Africa aba Africa bayinza kugula ebintu byamwe ebidebye Pan-Africanism. Love Africa. Why? It is because you need it for your prosperity. Then we add other 2 principles: socio-economic transformation and democracy. Our constant advice to Ugandans is never to mix politics with the denominational loyalties. I'd like to quote the Church of Uganda prayer book on page 207. It says that, "Let your light so shine before men that they see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven." End of quotes. Do not attack other religions to prove that you are the only agent of God on earth. Influence people by example. Indeed, most of the Christians and Muslims were also believers in the traditional religion. Many people don't know this. We united all of them around the knowledge of science. A bullet kills, while prayers help, and Olumuli, a reed held by a fighter, is not protection against bullets. That is how our prominent Mayembist, because the traditional people believe in Mayembe, Dodoviko, Garimpitawa, Amayembe Garimpitawa, of Mijinje, said, Emundu Tetia Mayembe. This year, the government gave the Catholics shillings 2 billion, the Protestants shillings 2 billion, and the Muslims shillings 200 million for this occasion. I have directed the government to make this contribution part of the government budget annually. As you all know, the government spent billions modernizing this infrastructure you see today at both the Catholic and Protestant sites. When the Muslims are ready, we shall also. So I congratulate everybody. May God bless you.
President Beno Chek Mimiyo Limbo Limedin Islam yupo kaber manipo mamegi kache giti ya tayara pian eno weni mono ke wache bene nilo lup dini Islam bene kinerogin kirokcha pakabaka mwanga. Natela lobo ene mono iyo matek meneno ket madano pol go beru tek were kweme mwagani eni ogor dame luma pol mati Afrika ka chel ke wako ben go bena kwerniano palo chadenre mo melobo Uganda. Kidung bot lo yeume dini katolika la lega madito beru bishop Milugazi magien go te lega ia bila pa katolika imwagani eni man eyupe opongu ye wako bene. Ikarmelo ke Bishop man Christopher Kakoza oweni yumni mon kwemi magaman war mafort oleglo Kristo mekero chungi idongo dini pa Yesu Kristo.
I welcome pilgrims from Kenya, from Tanzania, from Uganda,
Egin makote mo kelo miel kombo dano ayene mono yodiko dano ario makibiara negen go belo tie kibom yulo timaranyi guptie kigin makibiara no belo bom chokia bila mati munyonyo man Kampala. Alok pirutuno pa dulmon UPDF Chris Magezi omoro lok mano weni mono dulmon ayego tiero bom man mano food piya ko okwere kindano dako beru kwet matut makitimo machalo dulmon melobo Uganda. Lajen ne lok mo kati weni mono lutie ki bom man makibiagan go belu timbali oberu dako kachel kilacho. Ikweme mwaka man ne obuoro kideyo mapol madano ngiti Dr. Pajo polge oberu katomo pi makiluni pi maleng nywelep muno ni holy water. Dano tike gen ni mono pi man kache maro onyweti kwere kele chao kelo gum kijemo ken mapola cha mano weng oberu be metao moakia bila mena mugongo. Pelo gange mo chwin e Wan Luo television ania Sunday Akumu. Mewe kokwe men loch me gulusi tigo yabdon dogora titole ke lobiachar me limo piny weke chat pe jemati lobo Uganda o chondan mapole ben kalimo piny lobo Uganda kono bene kelo limi kichali mpagamente me lobo eni gulusi dong tika dawe kama romati umbiachar gite wani mondan mapol o mer ku chakchar jema gite kwere bolo limping kamen ke wek dan mapol go beti kermati maman iyo mayot dogo yo maupore Robert Ojok Moneche Gulusiti.
Loloch mi Gulu City gitika luongo lo nyalonyo mi biro I city man mi timo biashara tutwale ikir mi limo piny medical fu Gulu City ti dier ki diere mi Masishon Falls kachel ki Kidepo Valley National Game Park kidong kalimo piny maduong mati urumu Gulu aye Aru Falls pi maliet mate Yamuru kalimi tekwar mapapat chalo Bekas Fort God Agoro God Guruguru ikin mapole Medicum Kalega chalo wigweng manongi mochwini ke Paimol Alfred Okwa matimea mi Gulu City wachi mapat kifu limo piny rombero biachara ma lo nyalonyo romo timune Gulu City.
Gen mukene mario mo neno any tourism. Neno ni dano mapol, wele mapol, muni mapol, miyaru beta piyana kumali me Uganda. Piyana watiki kamaki neno man lo nen pinyi romo nene matima miyo mapejo mada chalo Kidepo tiye kumali me Uganda. Masishon Falls National Game Park tiye kumali me Uganda. Mane eni ka wele opiyamo inao kikwe ile winji mopa matie kapere eni.
Walter Okiri Ladwa matila piri da achel ma Gulu kany wachi la nyalonyo mamer tim biachara leo piny romo yopo chalo park parwode man kama ke gwar yele madano chero kalimo kongi chulo
kekete tie gin madano pe ngeo magluone game ranching no in itigi ngom mamigi nyu paja mamigu ti ere machok ki park kile a bino wa botu kenyo donc e donne po area mamigu bere yebe num kraw ken pedok ento ka ini kero agreement yekin yen ke jome park lene raw beru bori eno lim magnonge ki kom bino kanano lene ki poko mu kane bori menu e time area machalo kete dan machalo jomati area korapo ke joma cher ke yutung lu liao joma cher yudoga chwa area kene le cherwa ye ma ini ram donye arrangement me game ranching chi kera agreement chi lene bino beru inung pe pour ka kenyo ma leo donye ma duongne eno in merge chuli chane gamanda mi chane ye pi le ma in te gokone eno no lene peni in kay gokno miri kwanye modba
Irina Dakun mati general manager mi Boma Hotel mati kabera chel madit tutwal ke kumal mi Uganda wache mapate biachara mi limo piny gament mironene irweyo pi kalimo piny manonge kumal mi Uganda wek welu lim piny ubien mapoli kabero man.
What is important in the tourism industry is visibility. As Northern region, it is something that we need to build on. We do not have to sit back and wait for the customer to reach out to a hotel, to reach out to your tourism site. So it's important that as a region, we need to build more on visibility. We need to find a way to let people know that, hey, we are in Northern region, we exist, we have products that we actually offer. So it is important that time and again visit, go on social media, talk about hospitality, talk about the uniqueness of the region, what would make people come to Gulu, the pride in our traditional foods, the pride.
Dul Malole Moping, Uganda, Man, Uganda Tourism Board, Ikarmo Karma Chichokte, Uchoyo Ping, Kaberu Mapol, Mateku Malmi Uganda, Maroma Lima, Medikumero, Gankal Milimo Ping, Le Kachiel Kija Mitekwaro, Meduki Gankal, Migament Pitedero, Gutiyu Matek Michono, Dano, I districts, Weng Mai Kumalmi Uganda, Malole Moping, Wekineni, Kimeru Ngechpe, Kaberu Mapapat, Ma, Kiromo Limune, Ilobo Man. Pilorangea Muchwin, Ki Wan Luo TV, and Robert Mone, Ki Gulu City.
Hello range mukene maaki West Nile chuma ono ticho na moko check palo Uganda nye Benard Atiko ijago dok chen kalo kilwak mai kaber mamega ne kinyamo tam kilwa ke dwok en chen iot moko che kikwi matika bino ene eno wani monte jema pol mai timo ento ben lwa kero ene lier mai jema pol mapoti on pilwak mai adul mege e karwono ti MP pilwak mamege eno dok chen kalo kilwak mai yivo mani karman enti won kom makilone dul makilone mon land board dul madolo kom ngomia Ruwa City na chot mame wake kunu Emmanuel Ojok kelok matut ikin bol kui kidong ngat mamero chu pebero MP Bernard Atiku
Ubol kwir male kudi county Miraivu West manwangiri ya Ruwa City utia yoban yero jaratela migi nyoke jawang migi iot mokushik manyen eni uwoki kare majawangi iot mokushik machon Bernard Atiku uchedu ni rombo kudu bol kwir eni isub county machon miradumi manwangiri ya Ivu division ya Ruwa City ikare ma Atiku uchedu ni nyutu kendu niya emitu echungi machalo jawang dano mi Ivu West County iot mokushik enwango dano male gitie kanimitu aloka man nikelu dongo ngom ikabedu migi enke kawoni jawang dano yot mokushik mi Ivu West County utie elematia John karema Atiku ubedu ni wesho kudano enugi ewashonia echido kaninyutu kendu niya emitedoki yot mokushik kara edar lembe manwango edarongo Atiku washunia echako kudadumi pinikom utie kabedu maedongi iye madbende ewashunia emitu ekel dongo ngom itenge mi furu kokoa manbende itenge mi dongo lemsomu.
One, education. This one I will never turn my back on because I believe education gives capacity to this innocent child to become a person of value in the future. So I am going to rally everybody in Ivu from household level to ensure that each household at least has one or two educated child. Two, we are going to be involved in wealth creation. Government already has put in place policies and services. How am I going to do that? Ivu West has arable land, very fertile land, and I have pretested Ivu does not have, like any other part of West Nile, we are lacking a perennial crop. A crop that we would say can drive poverty out of a household. A crop that people can harvest year in, year out to be able to get money to pay school fees, to buy medicine for their members of the household, to upgrade from grass-thatched houses to maybe iron sheet roofed or even with tiles or permanent buildings as homesteads. So we have identified cocoa.
Dano male giweshu bende man gijolo paro pa Atiku enu man giweshu ku Wan Luo television kamae.
We need project because we women, we are at home suffering. Men can't give us enough support. So when he is to bring us some project with a name in the names of women, we shall be able to stand firm and support our families happily without asking anything from our husbands.
Atiku has been one of the MPs who did a lot, who has left a lot of legacy in Ivu and also in the parliament of Uganda. Atiku, when he was in office, he did a lot. He wrote a law about the children, which has been recognized, which has been passed and endorsed by the president. That has been the first private members bill which has been passed by the president. Two, when Atiku was in parliament, he didn't mind of only his people. His politics is national politics and mature politics, not the politics of divisionism, not the politics of favoritism, not the politics of trying to develop himself. He did a lot. One of the things has been bringing infrastructure development, fighting for the national cake to come on the ground to develop his place.
ikind dano eno gibende utie jaratich pa polisi machon ijang policy mi CID Christopher Obia mautie ng'ati mashwako Atiku man ewachunia kare ma Atiku uberi ot mokushik aloka nwango ushako kaninen i county Miaivu.
Dear Christopher, I come from the ward Eko Bissau, and I am a very good supporter of Atiku Bernard. I'm a very good supporter of Atiku Bernard because we have seen, and there is proof, there is evidence that he is a very good leader. He normally lobbies other things from the parliament, and people have seen. So we want him to go back because in these 4 years we have missed a lot. There were some projects which he lobbied from the parliament which are not being implemented up to now. So we are begging him to go back and do the rest of the projects which he had lobbied for.
Wan Luo Television, Anujoke Emmanuel, Arua City.
Ndul pologwa kuchitela pa Lieutenant General Tabana Min Matila Koinkola dit makiluni internal security officer iso yo machek. Madoro lokom West Nile Democratic Republic mekong kedong DRC ochiero luak magiti beri kame joko wako lokom temme choedano mechiero dula dui ADF kedong dula dui mokena magichie kakwo ilobo DR Congo eno wani mono lok moka ti wiye biaktini magiti choedano moken kamengiti poko muduri wiyali bordana magiti bili medokchen kalweny i DR Congo kedong kaberi mokene matilobo South Sudan la jod mame wake kuno Robert Ariaka Cheki lok matut ikom biakman. Ikara matika lok imiyo tit matek bodan magitita der meneno kid me yeko jumakti mudoke miyo report ikom ngien wekiti ikom tim makitman pien ne twero loke dogo pera madiet mabalu bebedo padano magitie i West Nile. Matthew Mbangirana Matila dit malo isoman Riso West Nile keloni regional internal security officer Riso yo machake West Nile omiyo kwere bolo telemecha yang kidan makit gipati ati tutuale kindano magiti bian ko bedo adui giti kwere menene ke yare kindano weke jok time adui
the government forces and the SPLA in opposition. I don't know whether you talked of receiving points Goboran.
We have Goboran and Kerwa.
So did these two entry points receive?
Actually, they are like collection points. Like when these people enter, you know, we have a porous border. So whenever there is a problem, you find them crossing over. So after crossing over, they declare themselves. And after declaring, they are directed to the what? To the collection point where they can spend overnight, they can have meals, and then first level registration is done. Thereafter, they are taken to their locations.
Probably, what you have said, that influx which was recently yesterday in Koboko.
En beno lego dan makibere keme bero wange bia dak bene pol kare nyanga che choj maken mantika time umerko go report borlugo kuj. Godfrey Aviri Matila kony kola dit maloyo kema biribiri owaeni mono adui moken ngudongiti Uganda dok paya guchon nyopego yar kamaleng nigien gibero adui kun gitime nigitie chibilian.
Even when they approach them on an individual basis, some of them accommodate them. They even when they speak, they hear each other.
My father's concern was basically the protection of those arms, because that's the future threat now in the circumstances. Guns are going to start.
We had that some also, the Nueris went back to fight and they come back.
Now, that is now a continuous task for security agencies. That's why all security agencies are deployed here. And not only us who are in the settlements, but around you have also the DPCs in close touch with us, the army unit which is in the the brigade is also in.
En beno moko ni mono mwaka dek mokarangech dan mapol mangitia dwi me M23 in North Kivu gikelo gen kabere kindana magiti bilibili ento mapole godok chen kakwo ilobo DR Congo. Lolweny padula dri M23 maromo gen piero abiriyo wi ariyo giwacho mono goriongo donyo kiti kaberi bidibidi irwina kam imvepi kidong palorinya wengi tika mapaloria yela madan mugo akilo diara Congo kidong South Sudan gitika beru ye ikare mani. Lowambo Hafizu matila konko la dit maloyo man settlement komandan me bidi owani mono do tela magitiki loria yelo mergo chagne no kidme konyo dano ma kincharo pian gen genge mabe me nyai kom dan ka bengo yak jom balti kom gen nyoki yak kwid ki yobol wek peki bal be bero palwak.
Structures starting from the village, you come to cluster and then zone. These structures are like our ordinary LC1. For them, as we call them, Refugee Welfare Council 1, that is LC1 at the village level. And then after that, we move to Refugee Welfare Council 2, and then we move to 3, which is like a sub-county now. And these structures we work actually.
En beno wajo bodul makenen lokumbe bir machakonen kikero kaberu pa bili mo beti oluto gina beach ikema magi weke duok piny rometi mobile. Ikachak me beberu magiberie pinyi ogur dan mapol makiti West Nile Anton timne ni mon petiket church meken madan magmedo duiti ye tutwale jomagati lweny ilo South Sudan kachel kidira Congo. Pelo range mochwin e Wan Luo television Robert Ariaka. Lodir madon papati NRM la woiching bare ko chako kwanyo kono fo manyor mirgi mechu ikui papati NRM man kui makilwani mono primary Bika part mageno maria bandere kui matika bino imwaga manyeni. Igenje moga mofo man la uwe na yobedo la dot moko chek malobo Uganda man miko anetanita mong min samatiri pe koma waka Uganda Henry Okeloriem. La koinko speaker man Thomas Tayeba kijomo ken mapol magemero chung itepati NRM kui matika bino enim. Wanen kong report matut ikom yuk mechago yope pe bolo kui matika bino enim. Natela madome pati man netin nengu chako gama karad manyor mirgi michungi kui metika bilni and go bachake kui me pati primary.
I am extremely very hopeful that the NRM primaries are going to be free and fair, bearing in mind that the NRM Secretariat and the Electoral Commission of NRM have started the process well on time.
Ikinjo moga makarata tina yo beru la dot mako chek melobo Uganda man meyo aneta nita mong ma par mater pati NRM pichung kibene beragone metima jemia idia mata ma werache kui pati NRM beru tie war ma ford dok bene cha ikare duju no dano tie kiyo me beru klagalwak icha pati NRM.
If I don't go through in primaries, I will not go as an independent. I will not. But there is no way that I can fail to go through.
Iyo mega makatat mano taketi ni cheng baraja neno dwe ariyo medre mia bichiel imwaga alibario pieru ya beach. Lakoinko la don mokochek melobo Uganda man Thomas Tayebwa bene ogamo karatat mamege tini ini cheng baraja. Gamo karatat manyor mire michungi kuime primary ne futi achake mechako yobulu chung mapol ma uberutie itepati kala chendong dire donyo idia mata man kuilu mugu memwaka alibario piaru ya bichel ilobo Uganda. Pelorange mochwin ania sande Akumu. Hello mokene dul mono chon poko mach link to lobo Uganda umeme oteorio mechi robot court mamati London UK mecho polok matik in gin gamente melobo Uganda gen meni mon gamente ochul gin $1 million $100,000 peli mono chon gichul ma bedo $1 million $100,000 boro gino wani mono wie fururem o gen ngoriango che robot court mamati London makonyo riota lekin joma katika tele atekane kama limti la dit malo dulme omeme Celestino Babunji o wane mon le magitiko ene bokone bene kin michul jemba pol mamerga chul bot gamente melobo Uganda ikine dul ma UETCL wanen kong report kibot Fred Kajubi. Umeme war wiki nyamo lokati ati bot gamente melobo Uganda goriyo bot court mati London man UK. Gen miane mon gamento chul gin $1 million pier bungen wiario medo ikom $1 million chel kapau ya boro madong gamente ma Uganda oteo chul ne wogo en bot company mahono chon gipoko machi. Malupe Gilokpa CEO Meme Celestino Babunji company man geti kon giji mapol magamente omioro chulgi iye ikom mapoko mach eling twitch Uganda. Karibit komen gamento kwer matang ni kwak gen beg bichulu chende market kiteno owego meme dori ombot kot mabokoni ken riyo tal matie UK ni. Babunji oen mon chul man piere tek dok bene man tigeo gin bot na maketiki share gi meme kibeni chulu muchoro mamior kichul bot gamente.
The 292, all I can say on this, I indicate 234 was an estimate. It was an estimate because the period had not closed. So after reconciliation and the computation of the entire period's claim, the pending amount is now $292 million, which we discussed again with the government team when we were in the good faith negotiations. This is our reconciled final position, which we have notified government of.
Karabet ni mon gimiano chul ki bot gamente umemo ye ni mon gien bene for mer gi chul le jemo kene totwale dul mogo wa UETCL chente madi totwal ento chena magitiko ni karo trillion achel magamento mioro chul kadongi chakne no ken mechuro dan mo kene magien bene umer gi chul gi chalo wa meme. Ikom koro machwali pero mamegi gi koke ni mono winye kom wilo meme po beriyo mati kabene gin mirti mono chul mirti wengi bot gamente o miro chul kore ki kor ka wek gen gi bere gonya ki gamente melobo Uganda. Pilo kange mo chwiny e Wan Luo television Fred Kajubi. Welcome to Lutela Magiloyo team Makilo Mantim Pamon Kiloni Pabo United Women Football Club ma dongiti eni Yamoro District Guti Rochero Kochwa Loto Mega Yue Pedua Chel Uwe Kobe Konge Kerme Yue Komgamno Football Kudugu Chene to Mukan Matika Bino Man Fufa Elite Women League ma Wuchaka Chokchoki eni Junior Mokidi La Fonto pa club mana wa eni mono Lutino Guchero Luto Mega Chere Yue Ndoko Budugu Chene Koroto Mukan Matika Bino Manadul me finance trust bank obichulu pire man Fufa Elite Women League. David Magere, Kelly Reportman.
Lutela Magiloyo timu dilu Magiluoni Pabo United Women Football Club gu moro pechero iyweyo medwe achiel paloturge ni chake dwe ma bichel man wegengi a woro ki liero meturu magwa maguber katuruna ifufa Elite Women League imwaka turu mukaro man season mukaro ni inoni junior mukidi matiela point turu Pabo United Women Football Club kono moro lokman ki Wan Luo TV ichiario nenda dek medwe mbichel mwagaman kono wajini mi yue man kono tie kabino inge chabet ario magiber karweo komge inge tiego tugu me finance trust bank Fufa Elite Women League dwe chela ngech.
Okay, chani na dio kakira nyoka season furi tumatuma I can say 2 weeks ago and league machalo super league for women Super League football team. So the were breaking your at least we are done with the transfer season in Uganda before Yape Jani. The Premier League for the Tumatuma that we're resuming like next month. The end of the at least in the theater what John Wine in the team money in the theater one the
Noni Pabo United Women Football Club kono tie team pamon ma aki Pabo Town Council ya Moro District mao chake imwagali bario kipiari wia deg gien guberu ka tugu pie me Fufa Elite Women League man tugu dilu pamon madit me nambario maloyo ilobo Uganda Malobo ko Finance Trust Bank Fufa Elite Super League man piem tour madong dit loy duchu i Uganda malobe kilok pa mukidi kono training pe ko ma turo nyo season manyeno bichake idwe manyen man dwe ma bero pien no karimeno dongi yabo ko karime chat gi wel gitim jim mukene mamer gen gitim machalo club.
Okay, one season mo maber so watio season in number 1 to number 1 points real
Ukiri kono umogo ni puot pegi nyuru mirgi tutwal ilok me welo tur manyen pian mene egin momero kutime imwaga tur manyen Pabo United Women Football Club kono tie team achiel keken madong ipiem tur me FUFA Allied Women League i season ma okarni ikare ma teams ariyo mukene ma agi kumalo me Uganda Man Secretariat Ladies Football Club ki Lawn Queens gitio bagi wako ki piem menom gena yedong gubu chung piko malo me Uganda ipiem me FUFA Allied Women League season manyen man alibarigi pure beach alibarigi pure bichel mabichake ikine medwe maboro kidwe mabongwen memwaga man malupe kilok mamegi kono mete matek tutwal no mergi yope magwa tutwal pipiem pechung pikomalo pian kit madongi dong ken ni longoti pere tek nigi bed toke pilbi luak meko malume Uganda inoni Pabo United Women kono tiago season mukari na bangwen ifufa Allied Women League ki makchinyo points para bichel inge turo para rio i season meno lokange kom turi Wan Luo TV David Magere.
Afoid John report wing mokatipe intine yupmelo kangi mochunyi wa oya gikine ania Sunday Akumu mete kinene Wan Luo TV kiken.